Hello, my name is Leo. Welcome back for another episode of Victoria 3 as Iran. In previous episode we managed to annex Bahrain without a fight, although it almost nearly went into war. Then we did of course surpass Russia in the GDP side of things. The difference isn't huge. We are slowly catching up to USA as well, although we do have quite a bit of work to do on that one. It's actually currently 3.4 million difference. We are building up a lot more oil rigs, which is going to take a little while before those are built. We'll also get a lot more administration centers just to fix our bureaucracy shortfall. We did pass the child labor restrictions, and thus we should be able to get a bit more education going. Although it's a little bit easier said than done, but we'll probably get there eventually. That should then increase the access for education. Go on, there we go. So we did lose a bit of authority there. We kind of knew that would happen, because we're trying to pass the presidential republic right now, just so that we can get maybe some other parties into power rather than landowners, which are kind of starting to be not all that influential anymore. We're also getting the electricity research soon enough, because it is already 1905, and Germany still hasn't unified, but I don't think they will in this playthrough. The next one most likely, though. At least I hope so. Right, so we've got a whole lot of loyalists now, thanks to that. I suppose it's the... Standard of living is doing alright. What do we need in the market? We do need more coffee. I don't suppose we can do too much. I mean, yeah, there's some trade routes that are costing us. Actually, is there trade routes that we could maybe cancel at this point? Maybe that one. That doesn't probably count, to be fair. We don't actually need to import the tools from there any further. We don't need to import grain or iron. Actually, with the iron trades we can completely cancel right now. We don't actually need the paper or the small arms. And then I suppose the grain and fruit, we don't actually need that much. But there we go, that's fixing some of the shortfall already on income. Do we still have... I've still got plenty of production or construction going on. We're also increasing some coal mines in some of our subject areas over here, mainly in the Tajikistan. Building some coal mines there. They've got some peasants available, so that works just fine for us. I do actually wonder, is any of these states... okay, this one's got a bit of a population. We've got level 3 urban center already. We would maybe get another wheat farm over there just to get a bit of extra grain production there locally. I suspect that in terms of infrastructure we are still fine. What else do we actually need in here? We don't have any textile mills around here, for example. That would probably help us a little bit. Although, how does that compare? The furniture manufacturer would be slightly better. Food industry would also be pretty decent. You know, we'll get the food industry in there. That also increases the consumption of oil a little bit further, which is not necessarily a bad idea, since we are going to be increasing the production of it a lot. Not necessarily, you know, particularly profitable yet. We'll try to do something about that. I suppose another thing is, could we are already exporting some of this, right? Trade route, yeah, we're selling a lot to China, actually. About 190 of it is selling. So yeah, the deficit, or the extra production of oil is actually not that much right now. Of course, once the production in Baku gets going properly, then it's probably going to be changing a lot. Which actually, we don't have that much production in there currently. At least there are a lot of people moving into the state. Ooh, City of Plenty in our capital. We can get more loyalists. Or minimum expected standard of living for the upper strata. We'll just let them celebrate. So we get a bit more loyalists from our capital. It's not a massive increase in there. But it is still an improvement. And now we're working on the government administration. Oh! Did we already complete the survey? I think we may have. Did it already go for 2 years? I suppose it did. Does that mean that we can build the skyscraper? No. Right, I don't know what happened with that then. We still got the... Oh no, we lost some urban center levels over here, that's what happened. Right, so we couldn't complete that. Okay, well, I suppose in the meanwhile we can go ahead and increase the education investment to level 4. It will cost us quite a bit of bureaucracy, but that's fine. We'll be getting some more soon enough. We'll hopefully get the presidential republic passed, well, at least going forward a little bit soon enough. Punjab is not fighting a civil war right now, which is kind of useful, I suppose. We're getting a little bit more productions in here. We're even getting a munitions plant and some fertilizer plants. Alright then. Right, that food industry is the last one on the list there, so that should be going pretty much full speed. So what else do we need in the market? We need more engines. We need a lot more engines, actually. Question is, of course, where is that going to be profitable? So we're building one already in Tabriz. We could get another one. There's going to be a lot of opium plantations in there. We'll actually build 2 more of those to catch up in the production a bit further. I mean, the difference between us and British Raj should not be all that massive. Oh, we are actually the #1 producer now. Oh, right, because Raj is having another civil war. Right, well, we do need to... I think we need to get at least to 10,000 production for opium anyway. Just to be on the safe side. Well, right now we got 8,500, but if we can get to 10,000, that's probably going to be good enough buffer. Oh, and... Okay, Fasish Raj is inviting us to join against Britain and India. No. I'm certainly clear neutrality on that one. But we got a massive income right now. My goodness, that is... Well, I suppose the construction cost is mostly... Oh no, it's actually still 50-50. Well, at that point, I'm just going to reduce the taxes. We don't need that much money. I'll be honest, we don't need that much money. No, it was just a lot of constructions being completed, but we still are not losing that much in the end. Right, so we got the government administration mostly built. I'm going to go ahead and... Where was it? Was it in Kandahar that we had the universities? Yeah, we got 2 levels of universities there. I suppose, do we have any more areas over here that have... Well, Balochistan could be another one. Get a university over there. I was going to go ahead and... Actually, at this point... I'm going to go ahead and switch all the urban centers to start using the current markets, because I think we've got enough glass and steel now in the market. Roughly speaking, it might not be profitable initially everywhere, but I suspect that that will start reducing the service price, which will then improve the standard of living. I mean, the average standard of living for the lower strata is now almost 12, which is not bad. I mean, it could be a lot better, mind you. But the things are improving. They're not paying that much extra price, and grain is still the biggest portion of their expenses. Although if we can increase the grocery availability, that might actually improve situation even further. So let's go ahead and build another food industry in Arabistan. I would also go ahead and build another food industry somewhere else. Let's have a look. Where would that be profitable? Balochistan doesn't have one yet. Sure. And then that's about it. Okay, well, again, that's one of those things that you can't increase too much at a time, otherwise the, it won't be profitable initially, and, it's just, it needs time to adjust. But of course, if people can choose between buying grain and buying groceries, they will buy groceries. So there is that. Right, so there is, of course, a lot of, still 11 states that are having issues with this standard of living. Current reality in a homesteading. Oh. Alright then. We do want to get the homesteading at some point. We currently still have the... oh, right, yeah. We got the tenant farmers, right, don't we? Yeah, we do. Okay, so yeah, getting homesteading would be quite useful. Well, landowners would pretty much oppose that, to be fair. But if we get presidential republic, landowners might not be in power for much longer. I suppose, what do we have? So we've got autocracy. I wonder how that's going to actually work. I suppose it's going to be like a junta or something like that. That we'll be getting through there. Hey, progress to consideration. Just 2 more successes and we might get the presidential republic. A bit easier said than done. Oh, and we do actually have quite a bit of food industries underway right now. Let's have a look. So steel is still something that... Well, actually, we're fine on steel. Glass is something we definitely do need. So let's have a look at the places where that would be somewhat profitable. Iran would be okay. Oh yeah, there's plenty of laborers available there. And Arabistan doesn't... Well, I suppose we could get one in there. And then Balochistan, maybe one more. That's going to be a lot more industries being built. How's Baku looking like with its oil rigs now? It's got 10 oil rigs, but it's not actually using most of it. Engine price is still pretty high. That's one of the problems. The population at least is increasing. So I suppose they'll be... Oh yeah, the textile mills already fully employed. They got a level 1 urban center, which does help with the services at least, and a bit of transportation. Actually, transportation, we can then use that at the logging camp over here, for example. That might help a little bit. Save up a little bit of the laborers for other things like the... Well, actually, the rice farm would be quite useful. Reduce the local grain price. But there we go. We've got a innovation of about 130. And we could have 143 right now, though. And what's this then? Oh, right. Portugal's having some issues in South India. Oh! Right, it's that's Goa. So we've got plenty in the construction queue still. We have reduced the construction cost down to 230,000 again. So it might be time to go and figure out another location to increase the constructions to steel frame building. It's going to reduce the iron price even further, and wood price as well. So technically speaking, that might improve the standard of living a lot. Plus, oh, there we go, we're full 400 now. Excellent. And we are probably going to be getting pretty close to 14 standard of living. We got a, oh, we have surpassed the USA in GDP. Oh no, we haven't. But Raj, of course, dropped down on the list there. Okay, that's what happened. Yeah, USA's got 5 million more than we have, so we've got quite a bit of work to do to catch up with them. Oh, there's the floating harbor. And North Caucasian mass migration. From Russia to far as... Oh, okay. Sure. I'll take it. There's going to be quite an increase in the population, most likely. Well, not initially massive, but it probably will help nonetheless. And that's all these buildings going on pretty much full speed. Let's go ahead and queue up something else. How are we looking on the opium production already? We're still probably our number 1. But total, we got 8,700. Might need to... Actually, another thing that we might need to do is just build some more engine... or motor industries. Oh, they're having some problems hiring in here, are they? I'll get another level for that. We can also go ahead and privatize the building there. Speaking of which, investment pool is down to 14 million now. It's still increasing in size, mind you, but it's... Ooh, military statistics is spreading. That's quite handy. So electricity, then we'll get the rubber mastication, then we'll go for the investment banks just to get another company. We haven't actually decided which company to take. We've got already 2 in here that help with various things. We could potentially get the oil production, railway building throughput, and migration detection. That would be quite nice. Alternatively, the oil conglomerates. That would give us more migration extraction. What else is there? Things that would be profitable. Of course, the home goods would be quite nice as well. That would increase the standard of living. Don't think we have... no, that would not currently be profitable initially, the Iranian food industry. Although I'm suspecting that that would still be kind of useful if we can get... Oh, we don't have a level 5 anyway. Ah. Well, in that case, we can't really get that one. Anything else? Oh, the steel combine, that would also be... Oh, state construction efficiency. Yeah, that would be quite nice. That would be definitely profitable. Mineral company would be giving us a lot more coal and sulfur, which would be useful. Premium motor, formation speed, okay, and that of course increases the engines a lot. Would be useful. And metal syndicate in Isfahan, that would also be kind of useful for the... Oh, steel milling trooper, oh. That would be quite a nice boost there then. Metalworks Corporation would be quite nice for the tooling workshop really. A little bit on the weaponry, but I don't think we'd be utilizing that too much. Munitions syndicate. Oh, there's the electricity. Right. And we had someone be thrown to exile. So I suppose at this point it might be time for us to start getting some power plants. That's going to require some engines as well. Oh, but did that actually unlock the textile mill stuff over here? No, we need the capacitors for that. Never mind. Well, we can still start building the power plants anyway. I think what we'll actually do is just... Probably easier through here. Is that... that's probably in... Aha! There we are. It's under trade. So power plant. We'll build one in a lot of these various states. It may not be like instantly profitable, but I do want to have electricity at least spreading to large chunks of the nation. So we'll focus on that for the time being. Again, it's technically speaking right now, if we have a look at the power, so it's going to be mostly used for heating needs. Which if we have a look at that, it's going to be slightly less useful as oil, but it's going to be replacing some of the coal, maybe fabric, and of course wood for heating purposes, which means that we can then use the wood, for example, for making furniture or other things like that. So expand power plants. What do we need for that, actually? We need a level 5 power plant. We could probably just go ahead and get another 2 levels for the one in our capital, because that is probably the highest. It's got a fairly good population here. It's almost 10% of our total population. And this one, since we got the... Actually, how are we looking on the glass and all that? Could we increase the remaining... might get a little bit expensive, but I think we can do that. I'm just going to put all of these remaining ones into steel frame construction. So that way, we are now at almost 460 total construction, which is not too shabby. We're getting a lot more class works, and we're starting to work on a whole lot of power plants immediately. And those glassworks are going to be very much needed, mind you. They will have plenty of uses. So we've still got... Oh, now we've got 12 states that have issues with the standard of living. Again, I'm pretty sure that it will start improving the situations a lot over time. Now, we probably do have a lot of population issues. Oh, we do actually have some peasants even in our capital. Okay. You want a trade agreement? You know what? I'll take it. I'm going to go ahead and build a couple more opium plantations in the capital as well. Because we're not quite yet at the 10,000, I don't think, of our own production. I mean, we are almost at 9,000. I think once we build those opium plantations that we have underway, we should be getting almost at 9,000. I think Raj, if it does unify again, it might take a while. Oh, you know what, actually it's looking pretty bad for the fascist Raj there. So that will be combining soon enough, so that will probably drop us back down to level 2, or number 2 on that. Ooh, there we go, there's the rubber mastication. And pan-nationalism, well that's actually quite handy. We won't be using that authority right now, though, because we're gonna... The Presidential Republic is going to be taking some of that away, so we want to have some extra in there. Class price is still bloody massive, so that is something that we still need to keep an eye on. But we did just get the rubber mastication. Now we're working the investment banks. I don't know if that's going to start spreading or not. In production-wise, well, I suppose it's going to be one of these two that's going to start spreading in the military. We're getting the military statistics. Alright then. That would unlock the better training, to be fair, so it's not necessarily a bad thing. Oh, I wonder, are we able to do the thing? No, our urban centers drop even further in our capital. So we won't really be able to do the survey again. Not yet, at least. So what do we need for the current exhibition? Oh, we need to have a university level 10. Okay. You know what? We can do that. Get a couple more levels in our capital so we can get that thing done, because it's going to take a little while to do. Oh, there we go. One more success away from getting the Presidential Republic. And we got a 74 million GDP, which is still behind USA. Slightly above the fascist branch, although not by much. China is also 93 million. I mean, they are usually fairly strong. Although not this, or as strong on this playthrough as on the Korea playthrough, because they don't have a very strong Korea, just, you know, pumping up their markets with a lot of good stuff. There's some motor industries underway, there's more steel mills, more motor industries, tooling workshops. So the private sector is doing a decent job at providing like various things that our market does need. But it's not always perfect, mind you. But there we go, we are going to start getting our first power plants soon. It's going to take a little while, mind you, but we'll get that soon enough. Going back to... yeah, we still got 12 states with problems with standard of living. Baku is one of them. It has started to get a lot more population, mind you. I suppose the rice farm is trying to hire there, but it's not really making enough money. The oil rigs have started hiring a bit further. There's no peasants available right now. Because the urban center does hire a bit of people as well. Logging camp is okay. The tea plantation is fine. We've got the construction sector there. I suppose, yeah, we need some more class there right now. And we don't need to really take part in that one. Or the one in Bhutan. And there we go, education invest into level 4. There we are, that should start increasing the standard, or not the standard, the literary rate a little bit further. It was actually kind of turning downward at some point. I suppose the population, we got such a huge amount of immigration from other areas that are not necessarily as literate. And that was dropping the numbers. Oh, and I'm guessing the civil war in India is over. Yeah, it is. So are we now back to number 2? Yeah, we're number 2 in opium production again. How much is the difference then? It's not much. It really isn't much. If we were to just go ahead and focus down these opium plantations, we can take the first place again. Also go ahead and get the at least a couple of the universities underway. That's going to slow down some of the construction work, but we got the power plant already in our capital. It's not really in huge demand yet. At least we got the power available there then. And I'm guessing there's just not a lot of demand for it yet. Oh, there we go. Now they are demanding it. And that's a cheap price. It's not really making a lot of money yet, but I suspect that now that there is power available, it means that more people are going to be utilizing that for heating. But you know, that is not that high of a price. Yeah, there's already a little bit of consumption for it. Not enough, of course. Let me just double check. Insect knowledge screen. So for the electrical generation... Oh, it's the electrical sawmills. Okay, we're going to do that. That's going to give... Well, it's going to take a lot of electricity, mind you. And a bit more tools, but that's also going to provide a lot more wood. Which I think that's going to be worthwhile. I mean, it's, you know, it's going to take a while before it's really fully operational then. But how much can we provide of power through the power plant in here? One level is going to be up to 50 power. Okay, so that should be then sufficient then. As soon as it's, you know, working full speed. And now that it's making money, it will be hiring a lot more people, which means that it's going to provide the power, or a lot more power and all that. We're almost at 75 million in GDP. Still, oh. Right, we're actually almost there with USA then. There's quite a good difference between us and Russia. I suppose we need to get a decent bit more prestige. Another 50 prestige and we can become a great power. And total construction cost is now almost 300,000, of which glass and steel make the biggest portion. I mean, tools also are quite expensive. How's our market looking like? So we've got quite a deficit on grain and glass. Also, Herat seems to be having some infrastructure issues. It's nothing massive yet. We do want to get the railway in there. That's going to also allow us to start utilizing transportation in some other things in here, which definitely are going to need it. Those universities are almost built. And I suspect what I could do is I'm going to go ahead and put in another university up there. Oh, right, we just completed it. All right, yeah, so we're going to queue that one up there. Luristan is getting some power already. Ah, right, so actually... Mazandaran, did you get the power? We could go ahead and... Oh, this logging camp might be too much. Actually, was there anything else that we got in there? So it was the sawmills. Oh, we can use that for street lights. Which increases the services by a lot. You reduce also the coal use a little bit, but that's going to be 22 electricity. At least, actually, a bit more than that, isn't it? The 3 per level, so it would be 21, but there's a bit of throughput increase in there, so yeah, that makes sense. Now, we might get the Presidential Republic fairly shortly, but we're also getting... Ooh, Art Academy over there is fully employed. Right, how are we looking on the university now? It is at level 8. It's still going to be getting another 2 levels. We've got 1 level being constructed currently. Oh, and there's the Presidential Republic. That did reduce the authority quite a bit. And, oh, that's a bit of a different flag. I like it. Kind of reminds me of the Italian flag. In a way. Right, so transportation and electricity are in pretty high demand in Mazandaran and Arabistan, respectively. Glass price is pretty bad in the market. That's something that we can't really do too much about. Did we have any other states already? Yeah, you've got the electric street lights as well. Option at least for that, so that should help us get even more services, which should then start improving standard of living. We can probably go ahead and lower or reduce another tax over here, which does mean that we are losing a lot of money right now, but it's not as bad as one might think, actually. I suspect that well, I suppose these are not going to have an impact on the standard of living on elsewhere yet. Did Tabriz already get that? It did. It's already got a little bit of demand for it, though. Well, it doesn't have a lot of production for it, I suppose that's the reason. Let's put in the electric street lights over here. Although, technically speaking, the logging camp could also use that already in here. So that might be a lot more power that we can provide. So we'll just build a second one in there. Oh, we had our admiral die. Let's get a new commander for that then. Oh, supply consumption. You know what, yeah, we'll get that. We don't really use our fleet too much, so reducing the cost of running it or upkeep of it, it's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, there we go. So we're getting... Oh, did we... Oh, Fast already has the pretty high price for... Well, I suppose there's not that much demand for it. So I'm going to go ahead and put that into logging camp. So electric saw machine. That's going to allow us to get even more logging. There we go. We have power. And private sector is still building a whole lot of things as well. We are still around 75 million in GDP. So there's every now and then there's a bit of a plateau that we reach and then we jump forward and so forth. Did we actually surpass... Oh, we did surpass USA. Oh, because their GDP dropped quite a bit there. Well, there we go. So the next one's going to be North German Federation. That's not necessarily the easiest one to catch up to. We're still having some issues with prestige as well, but we are #1 in opium production now. Despite a unified India, so, well, somewhat unified India there. So that's actually pretty good for us. And then there's a lot more power plants being built. Did we already get more of them? So Faras has got that one already. So many of them are having issues hiring people right now. But I suppose that's just going to take a while before they are then catching up to it. They're probably paying relatively well at least, so there's that. I suppose the jobs over here are mostly pretty decently paying as well, so overall the standard of living for those people will be improving as well. There we go, we've got almost 14 standard of living. I'm guessing there's still a lot of people that are having issues with that though. So where's the next one? Semna is going to get another... I suppose we could get the electric street lights over there already. That might help a little bit. I don't think there's no logging camps in here. We could probably build one though. Just make sure that it's going to be using the electric sawmills. And actually, this could also get a little bit hardwood production, just in case. We got transportation in there, so we could put that in. Although we do... Oh no, we do have a railway, okay. Opium plantations. Do we actually have no, we don't have a lot of workforce in here, so we could put in the rail transportation for the opium plantation. It won't drop the production at all or anything like that. I suppose that's already using... Oh, we could use the steam donkey over here. Reduce the labor need for the iron miner even further. So food industry might then be able to get a bit more laborers in there. Who knows? Which means less consumption of grain and more... Well, I suppose the grain consumption might not be dropping that much. But the availability of food will be improving, hopefully. But yeah, we got a balance of minus 1,000 right there. So I'm guessing the grain is still... Oh, actually the clothing is a bit higher priced than grain. Or the portion of the spending there. I suppose since they are buying more and more groceries, the grain isn't as bad. I do actually wonder, so what do we... Oh, have we gotten the innovation? Ah, yes, we have maxed out the innovation now. Well, there we go. We got a little bit extra in there, but not too much. Oh, but that means that we can probably... Grant exhibition? No, not yet. Oh, wait, no, we're still waiting for one... Yeah, we're waiting for one more level. Okay. That's going to be done in a few weeks. Then we can maybe do the Grand Exhibition. And we'll probably get some more prestige out of it. The litter rate hasn't really started increasing yet. It's kind of a plateau there. I think we are kind of reaching the point where we can... Ooh. We'll discover in Persia and Kurdistan. Oh, we could have 20 in there, okay. Sure. We'll get a little bit extra production in there. We'll probably... Oh, actually... Transportation over there is going to be a bit tricky. I'm not going to use the transportation for that one yet. Although I suppose we could just build a railway there. At which point we can use like the transportation. But there we go. So we are still losing a lot of money. We might need to increase the taxes soon enough. In fact, we're going to do that already. We're making money again. Investment banks will be done soon enough. Then in production, it's the vulcanization. I guess we could get that one. Then we'll just need to start importing rubber if we want to use that. Because I don't think we'll be able to get any in here. I think it's going to have to be like in Africa and I suppose Southeast Asia will have some available. And then of course South America, but that's about it. For the most part anyway. So now we've got 76 million GDP. That's pretty good. Standard of living is almost 40. I don't think it's going to be hitting quite 14 right now, but we are definitely getting higher and higher in there. Actually, if we have a look at the standings, we are number 11 in terms of standard of living. There's Transvaal, Great Britain, Oyo, Kunduz, Baden, Scandinavia, North Germany. Okay, so there's a few things. Of course, Kunduz is actually something that we might be able to annex now. 17% chance of accepting that. Well, I'll take it. But I do see that we are actually out of time for this episode, so we'll have to do the annexation war next time. But anyway, if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.